Greetings and salutations. Today we'll take a look at Archetype Misha Mansoor from Neural DSP. So basically, as soon as I seen this come out, I had to grab it. And I don't think I grabbed this one necessarily for the heavy tones, you know, it's the clean tones that get me in this one really. If you've ever used Neural DSP before, this has got all the usual stuff. So it comes with two unique effects. One's called the laser. This just makes, how can you say, trippy noises, randomized trippy noises. You mess around with it and it comes out with some really weird random stuff. And then you've got the glitch, which just creates crazy ambient sounds in your tones as well. You've got the usual stuff, so you get the compressor, tape echo, overdrive, and an octaver. Then for post effects, you get stereo delay, reverb, and of course EQs. Everything that you usually come to expect in a Neural DSP plugin. You get 3 amps, you get a clean, which is apparently based on, I say apparently because none of the site says what they are actually based on. It just says the clean is based on an American classic. So the rhythm is based on a combination of 2 legendary high gain amps. Again, it doesn't say which ones. And the lead amp is based on a British modded amp. Again, doesn't say which one. So, being Neural DSP plugin, it comes with the usual features, a transpose knob, which is still great. 3 cabs, comes with 3 cabs, a cab for each amp, but you can mix and match them. Also comes with room mics as well, which is really good. That's a feature, I think that feature came out very first time in Archetype Periphery, I believe, and they've just consecutively added it to all the features, which is, all the amps, sorry, which is really good. As usual, it has a huge range of presets, including a bunch from Misha himself and a bunch of other artists, some YouTube artists and all that sort of stuff. It's basically as high level as we've come to expect from Neural DSP, which is really great. Now, like I said, the reason I picked this up mainly, it does have really good high gain tones, but the ambient tones and the mellow tones, basically the clean tones, and added with the effects and the chorus and everything, is just next level. I mean, for cleans, Periphery used to be my favorite for cleans. I think this is past Periphery. So for high gains, I'm still a huge fan of Soldano. I don't know why, the Soldano just sounds really good to my ears. But clean tones, this is next level, honestly. The demo song you're about to hear, you'll hear what I mean by the clean tones. And if you hang around to the end, you'll hear my attempt at a lead, and the lead tones in this are really just amazing as well. So everything you'll hear in the song after I waste your time chatting about this plugin, there's not much to say about Neural DSP plugins. They're pretty much, so ever since they basically released the Fort Nameless, I think Neural DSP has been top of the game. Some people like them, some people, you know, don't. They'll say, oh, they're over-processed, they don't sound very natural or whatever, but you know what, I use them to record with and to play my songs with and stuff, and I find them still to this day the best. I don't think anyone can deny that Neural DSP has the best sounding amps out on the market. This one is definitely way up there with it. I mean, this could potentially be my second favorite now, but I mean, it depends, because Periphery is still great. I love Periphery for high gain, and I love Soldano and Gojira, and I think I've got too many now. And they've just got just in case you're watching this today or tomorrow, I think for the next 11 days, they have their November sales on. Everything, all their amps are 50% off. My recommendations, Soldano, you can't go wrong. It's got the best crunch, the best, well, not the best cleans, but the cleans are just pristine. Periphery is still one of my favorites. Gojira I could probably live without, but it's still amazing if you want that sort of, you know, there's no clean channel really. You can get almost clean, but not quite clean. But if you want high gains, it's amazing. I still love Fortin Nameless. I think it's amazing. I did just pick up another one, but I won't say what that is yet because I'm going to do a video on it. But anyway, so I'm going to take you over to a song because I'm just rambling now. I love this plugin. I would highly recommend if you're looking for some good clean tones, and it definitely has some amazing high gain tones. Just probably not my favorite out of all the Neural DSPs, but that's just my personal opinion. Doesn't suit my style as much, but the cleans, I can't stop going on about the cleans. All right, so what we're gonna do now is listen to a song that I did using Archetype Misha Mansoor, okay? Everything that you hear in this is all Archetype Misha Mansoor. So then after that, I will take you over, do a mix rundown, show off what I used in the song. I used a couple of different things this time that I haven't used for a while, so I just wanted to mix it up a little bit, get sick of using the same things. So after that, I'm not going to run through the plugin too much. We all know what a Neural DSP plugin is at this stage, so if you don't, avail yourself of getting something Neural DSP because it's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. They've got such a diverse range of stuff, and it's all amazing. So, all right, guys, please like and subscribe, and as always, enjoy indeed. Thanks, guys. Greetings and salutations, guys. Here we are at my computer once again. Just going to do a mix rundown this time and show off some of the tones that I used in Archetype Misha Mansoor. So we'll just run through what I used, what I've done, stuff like that. All right. So first things first, for drums, I went for something different this time because as much as I love ultimate heavy drums, I felt like using something different. So I went with Archetype, see, one kit wonder, Architects. All right, so I actually love this kit. I do know that Get Good Drums has a big sale on at the moment. Of course, most of them do, you know. But some of these, I'm pretty sure like this one is at the moment like 70 Australian dollars. So I mean, if you live in the States, you're talking probably 30, 40 bucks. I don't know exactly how much it is because the site when it comes up is on Australian dollars. But I know that like Architects and One Kit Wonder Metal, New Metal, they're all relatively cheap, around the 70 to 80, not above 100, I don't think at the moment, none above 100. So, or around, for Australian anyway. So you're looking, like I said, you could probably pick up Architects 30, 40 bucks in the States. So definitely worth it. This kit sounds amazing. So on it, I've got just a little bit of EQ, as you can see, just boosting the kick a little bit boosting the snare, and just basically a compressor, that's it. So basically I'll give you the sound of the drums. I think they sound amazing. Definitely worth a pickup if you're looking for a drum kit on sale. I think they're great. I mean, come on, guys, that sounds fantastic. And if you know, like I said, even in Australia, if you're picking it up $70, that's probably one of the best bargains on a drum kit you're going to get ages. And if you know anything about Get Good Drums and their One Kit Wonder series and that, they're basically just one kit, bunch of presets. You can tweak a little bit and stuff. Well, actually, you know, you can't really tweak much at all on these, but you don't really need to. Look, I literally put this on. It's a preset called Good to Go, and that's what you get. So you've got a mixer, of course, you know, kick, snare, toms. It's like not a lot to it, but honestly, I didn't touch a thing. I put it on, put the Good to Go preset on, that was it. So that's the drums. Bass, like always, you know what I use, Parallax, still my favorite bass plugin. This is my bass tone. I got that low compression up a bit there, sounds really good. Got Bass Professor, don't forget this is a free plugin. I'll turn that off so you can hear what it's doing, right? So that's without it, and it just brings in that nice clang. Compression and EQ. So just taking out some nasty frequencies that my bass has. So that's a bass tone, chuck it on with the drums. Beautiful, love it, love it. All right, so clean tones. All right, so you'll find that most of what I used in that song that you just heard, presets. Changed maybe a couple of dials, you know, but just presets. I mean, some of the presets in here are so nice. So this clean tone at the start. That is just absolutely flawless, guys. I love it. This is a bit of a later section. I love that. Perfect. I forgot about this bass tone too. I've got the Ampeg SVT VR from Plugin Alliance. I really like this just for my clean bass. So what's it called? Parallax is more for metal. It's very hard to get a super clean sound, I find, but lovely. So I got some more clean guitars down here, just showing off some of the effects that you actually get with Archetype Misha Mansoor, which is really good. So that's a really nice clean tone there. Again, I'm pretty sure I just stole this off a preset just so I didn't lose it. But again, nice tones. As you can see, there's so many presets and stuff you can go through, unbelievable amount. Like, let's just look at Pristine Temple, okay? I don't even know what this is, but let's just see how it sounds. Love the ambience in the background. That is so fantastic. So good. Again, like I said, so many presets, and then you got a bunch of Neural DSP ones, which is just, you know, endless just sounds. So obviously that doesn't work for that, but honestly, look, it's still going. Honestly, that doesn't work for that, but you can imagine using that in something else. There's just so much variety in this plugin. All right, we'll quickly get over to the heavy tones that I used. All right, so on my main, everything's going through this bus here. So you got just some EQ, just dropping out the low end a little bit, and just some compression. All right, so this is the heavy tone. I'll turn my EQ on that off so you can just hear what the tone's like. I'll turn it back on. why it's gone back to default. I don't know why it does that. But I believe I used my duffel heavy rhythm tone, but that's the settings there. And on the cab, so I've got a dynamic 57, as you can see, off axis, and a condenser 414. There's heaps of detail in this. Like you can see, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mics. Well, just 6 mics, you get a 57 off and a 57 on axis. So, but I mean, you get heaps of effects. You get these two things, the laser and the glitch. The amount of sounds and tones you can get out of that is just insane. Really high-end EQ section. I love having it all here. I mean, I don't use the low pass and the high pass filter on here because I'm doing it separately in the EQ. But if I'm making a tone that I'm just playing along to songs with, I do that. So, pardon me, bit of gas, having a Red Bull. So, and then you get the usual, you get a modulator. That's got some crazy cool sounds as well. Stereo delay, everyone knows what stereo delay is, and a really nice reverb in this one, really nice. You got shimmer mode, that's what creates all that ambient sounds, which is really good. So the only other thing is the lead. I'm sure you've all heard my lead and probably laughed at it. I know I do. I'm really not a lead player, never have been, more of a rhythm guy, but I try to do my leads tasteful and melodic. I can't shred. I've never been able to shred, probably because I'm lazy and I don't put that practice in, but I really love a melodic solo. So that's what I've gone for here. And I put that on the wrong thing. That's okay. So clearly I used Gojira in that, but usually, I don't know why I've got that on there. It should have been, let me load it up. Where am I? Neural DSP. Because I do have, this is the lead I used. I mustn't have saved it after I put it in the last time. So, all right. I think when I did it last time, because I'm pretty sure I did this, I'm actually 100% sure I used this in the lead, but I think I turned the voice off. Like, I don't like it, it gets too much treble up in the mix and like too much mids when you use that. So that's pretty much Archetype Misha Mansoor, guys. I mean, I could honestly see this becoming my favorite Neural DSP plugin. I didn't think they could top all the things that I already had, but they brought this out. And once I heard people reviewing it and doing the demos and those clean tones and the ambient sounds, I love ambient sounds. I love it. The other one I picked up just today actually is pretty much has just ambient sounds as well, that's the only reason I picked it up. So yeah, not much else to say. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Go check it out. Like I said, 50% off everything on Neural DSP for the next 11 days. Soldano, Petrucci, Misha Mansoor, they're all on sale. I'd recommend picking up a few if you haven't. If you haven't ever used a Neural DSP plugin, at least do yourself a favor. listen to some demos out there, see what would work for you, and just grab one. And I guarantee you'll be pleasantly surprised of how actually good they are. So, all right. So as always, like and subscribe. Enjoy indeed, guys. Thank you. Have a good one.